Yo, what is up, YouTube? My name is Billy. If you're new here, definitely be sure to like this live stream and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want, definitely feel free to drop a super chat. It helps support the channel big time. I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Always, guys, AEW Dynamite just concluded in what I thought was actually a very, very good show. Yes, I'm going to say it. It was a good show. AEW did not put on a shit show or it wasn't a filler show. It was actually fairly good. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a bad showing for AEW. Um I'm not going to say it was perfect, but I will say that there were some really really high spots that I thought were absolutely outstanding, and we're going to cover all that ground in today's live stream. We're going to talk about it all. I do want to hop in the chat and talk to you guys a little bit. I do see David. He said, "What was the announcement?" David, I'll get into that in one moment. We're just going to go through the chat because I know that this is what everybody's here for. They're here for the announcement. That's why everybody's here. We're going to talk about the announcement. It was big. And if you've seen on Tony Khan's face, you know exactly what it is. Money is AEW bound confirmed. David, hold on. So Justin the Universe says big business special. Big MGM say he ain't need to announce that. Not like that. No, he didn't need to announce it like that. Richard said, "Hey Billy, what's up? Hey, that was Tony Khan's big announcement. What happened to the other stuff? There was no big announcement. What happened to Sasha Banks? Again, we're gonna get into it here momentarily. Billy, did that confirm Monet? So obviously you guys could see what's going on here. Juan says, "I'm not going to say it's major or a fail, just going to have to wait and see." Juan, I agree 100%. We are going to have to wait and see. Juan also says, "Everyone in the chat, please hit the like button for Billy." Yes, guys, definitely be sure to like this video so that way we can get sent through the algorithm. That way we're going up and we're going up. Like I said, I want to go to a different stratosphere. I say it in my videos. I'll say it here. We're trying to go to a different stratosphere. David also says the Young Bucks versus Sting and Darby for the tag team titles confirmed. Pretty much, I'd say. Juan also says, hopefully Sting and Darby beat the Young Bucks and Sting can retire undefeated and as tag team champion AEW. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in this video. Todd says, "Hey, Billy." Cedric says, "Swerve, Hangman, and Joe for the AEW title. Gimme, please." Jacob says, "Hey, yo." Jake, the aerial assassin, says, "What's up, Billy?" Joe pins Hangman feud. Hangman feud for Swerve and Hangman continues because Hangman cost him. LOL. This is all good stuff. Brock. Oh man, Ashton says Brock Lesnar confirmed. No. Jake, can I please get a link to the Discord server, guys? I will drop the link to the Discord server right down below. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up here for you guys. That way, I'm not being a total. That way, we're doing things right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me drop it in the chat. That way you guys have it. To anybody who wants to join the Discord server, we are starting a family in there. I do appreciate you guys always. There is the Discord server for you guys. Just in the universe. Oh, excuse me. I overstepped. Robin says, "Billy, Robin, my man, what is up? What is up, Robin? Love seeing you here, bro. Love seeing you here. I was very happy tonight. I was very pleased." Todd says, "What's up, EV?" Cedric says, "Robin, absolutely." Everybody has that same feeling when Robin shows up. Bad business is coming in a few weeks. All jokes aside, that was a crazy ending. Yes, absolutely. Robin, Cedric, hello, how are you doing? That's from Bobby. David also says, "Hey, Billy, I believe Okada is WWE bound and Mercedes is AEW bound." Just in the Universe says, "David, I would love Okada to come on board, hopefully for WrestleMania." All right, guys. So we're going to hop right into today's live stream. I'm going to go back over the chat. I see you guys talking in there, and I'll let you guys do your thing, but I really want to go over the show. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about that major announcement. Again, I'll be reading off the chat and stuff like that. The major announcement was on March 13th, AEW will be heading to Boston's TD Garden. Now, if you guys don't know, TD Garden is actually where the Boston Celtics play. So it's a very, very big arena. I'm not sure what the exact capacity is, but it's fairly big. It was kind of when I believe it was the Allstate Center in Chicago where CM Punk, it was kind of like the same size. You know what I mean? No difference there. So they're going there, and they are expecting a very, very big crowd. Well, why would they be expecting a big crowd? Well, there's only one reason. They're there to do big business. And if you guys don't know about big business, that is obviously related to the boss, the statement, right? No other than Mercedes Moné. And you could legitimately look at the colors of the branding. And if you guys are in my Discord, you guys can see exactly what the colors look like, all of these things. It's in Boston. It lines up completely with her. I do see. Hope y'all are doing well. That's from Robin. David said, had floorball practice tonight, was fun and awesome. Good, David. I hope you did have fun. Jacob Andrews, Bad Business is a good name for the event. Not going to lie. Sounds like it could be a competitor with Money in the Bank. Well, I mean, you never know. It's a AEW special. They always do these things. Robin says 19,580. Oh, is that the capacity? That's the capacity that it holds. Robin, is that a fact? Well, Robin, is that the real number? I don't know. Jacob Andrews says, I like it. Richard says, and where's his big announcement? That was it. What be those? Richard, I think you're asking what was the big announcement. Just stay in the universe. Okada is going to WWE. Will be amazing. Oh, Robin searched it up. You're a dog, dude. You're a dog. I appreciate you, Robin. But guys, yes, it's happening in TD Garden. It's going to be exciting. This gave me a glimpse of like what AEW really could be, right? Like these are those moments that make me remember like, oh, AEW is a very, very good television show when it wants to be. Tony Khan knows what he's doing when he wants to. The only problem is that he allows people to get in his ear instead of just going for what maybe he wants to do, or he's listening to the wrong people. There's just a lot of lingering things and a lot of lingering problems with AEW. So like this week was great, but like, is next week going to be good? And you have to ask yourself that question. Is it all going to be continuity, right? Is it all going to flow well together? Jake the Aerial Assassin says, I think they should have held off on making the announcement if they weren't going to mention Mercedes Moné by name tonight. See, I hear a lot of people and I see that, but I also see why he doesn't. And if you just look on his face, it literally said, I signed her and there's nothing that anybody else can do about it. That's my thoughts on it. It's legitimately that. Ashton says, I hope it is good because WWE is losing my attention with the whole controversy. You know, there is going to be a lot of people that do have something to say about that. That's just the honest truth. The people feel a certain way about it. Understandable. Yeah, I saw the show. That wasn't a big announcement to me. I thought he was going to talk about Sasha Banks, I think is what you meant, Richard. So in a sense, again, if you just take a look at this man's face, he absolutely was referring to Sasha Banks. There's no denying it. She is AEW bound. I can't wait, David. A good move based on pure excitement. What would you rather see? Okada versus Styles at XL WrestleMania 40, or 2 Okada versus Gunther at XL? We are going to talk about Okada. We are going to talk about him because I do think I have my opinion. I have my opinion based on something. Now, I see a lot of you guys talking about Okada possibly joining. I do see you guys talking about him possibly joining WWE. I actually feel a little bit differently, and I'm going to talk about that here momentarily after I'm done reading the chat. John says, I agree, Jake. TK should have just announced it since it has been leaked already. Give me a break. Wrestling fans aren't stupid. Absolutely, we're not. We know what he's talking about. Robin says, in my opinion, one big negative thing I have to say about the today is that I have no interest in the Chris Jericho and Don Callis rivalry. I just want this rivalry. Man, apparently I can't pronounce, to be done with. Robin, I agree, and we are going to talk about all of that here momentarily. Cedric says, hopefully Moné doesn't lose steam 6 months in like every other WWE superstar that comes. Now, this is a good time to continue talking about this big announcement. So she comes in, and it's going to be magnificent, right? When she does join. That's why they're going to TD Garden. They obviously understand the idea that Sasha Banks can be and should be one of the biggest signings in AEW history, and she will be treated as such. So I do think that AEW has landed her, but I don't think that's it on this night. Look at the name. It's called Big Business. Tony Khan is here to do big business. Now, there's another free agent on the market, And everybody's mentioning him in the chat, and they're talking about Okada. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no. I'm not going to do any of that. But I will say that my firm belief is that on that Wednesday, we will be seeing Okada as well. I think Tony tweeted it out a couple weeks ago. He said AEW 24 is AEW 21. Now, if you guys don't remember, in 2021, CM Punk came along, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, very big year for AEW. I think we are going to have the same thing happening in AEW here shortly. That's just my honest opinion. Robin says, I also would like to see Takeshita challenge for a singles title in his in-ring work has shown that he's ready for a singles title run. Absolutely, Robin. I fully agree with that. Fully agree with that. Also, I would like long-term booking too in AEW, Robin. Don't we all? Don't we all? I think we all want long-term booking in AEW. I think that's just the truth. Just in the Universe says, I have a feeling this press conference will be talked about forever. Signing off, year-long goner, or is it long gamer? That's what it was. That's from The Rock. We'll talk about that as well, too, guys. We will talk about it all. We will talk about it all. So yeah, big business is happening over in AEW. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the show and actually what was going on in the show. I want to talk about that singles match with Swerve and Hangman Page. As you guys know, that match was insane. And yes, I was super hyped up about this match. I thought it was outstanding. I thought that it hit everything that it needed to hit. And I really, the real cool part is that they had Hangman playing as a heel. And if you look at his mustache, that's what stood out to me. Hangman's mustache is what stood out for me to be like, oh, he's working as a heel. And another thing that they did that I thought was really cool was they walked out like as if it were a big main event, right? Like the camera was in the back walking out with them. I was like, man, this is outstanding stuff. I enjoy this, right? That made me feel good. I was like, this is what I like in my pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the big match feel, especially because these guys are both going after the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, to continue on. So the show was obviously absolutely outstanding. So there was one spot that I really wanted to talk about. And that spot was it was Hangman Page. Swerve went to go do this Hurricane Rana on Hangman Page, and Hangman Page like no-sold it, and I was like, this looks a little funny. And I thought Swerve had actually gotten hurt, but he got back up and was able to finish it. I was like, man, this is insane. Now I will go back. John says, on a positive note, I absolutely love the rivalry between Swerve and Hangman. Their in-ring chemistry is gold. I'm excited about this triple threat title match with Samoa Joe. So yes, guys, there will be a triple threat match happening at AEW Revolution because the match between Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland actually went to it was a draw. It went down to a draw. And these guys absolutely killed the match. It was a 30-minute draw. I was like, man, like, how are they going to do this? And this is when we found out that Hangman was actually working as the heel, is when he decided that because Swerve had actually hopped on the mic and told him, hey, give me 5 more minutes. And that was not the case. That was not actually going to happen because Hangman told him no. He was like, you were supposed to beat me to become the number 1 contender. I was like, yo, what? What in the world? Some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. Ashton Lashley says, I won't lie, for AEW, it's going to be good that they are getting Mercedes money. But with everything else that is going on in the wrestling, it could have killed the hype for her debut. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it does. I don't. I genuinely don't think that it necessarily kills the hype because I'm still going to be excited when I see her walk out into the ring. I'm just being honest. Robin says, yeah, same, LOL, long-term booking. Richard says, I don't like what the Young Bucks feud did to staying in Darby Allin. That wasn't right. Piece of shit. Okay, so you were just saying that you don't like what they did to him. They're pieces of shit for that. Understandable. Hangman started as a babyface. Now he turned heel. Yeah, dude's been needing to turn heel. Hey, Jacob, I did. I broke 30 watchers. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Having 30 people in here at once is insane. And David Decker says, I believe this press conference will walk over AEW big business, plus Ricky Starks taking the pin tonight could absolutely confirm his AEW departure tonight. Billy, read this when you get to that part. Oh, David, I was supposed to read it then. My bad. But yes, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know what's going to happen with Ricky Starks. I believe he's fine. I'm not sure how long his contract is. That's obviously something we'd have to look up. Um, so Jacob says, Billy, we gonna use that whiteboard tonight. Let's put it to work, man. Let's put it to work. If you guys want, what we'll do right here, feel free to leave a super chat. If you guys want to donate to the channel, it helps big time. It all goes directly right back into the channel. Again, just fully appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely outstanding. Outstanding stuff, man. John says AEW had to turn Hangman heel because the pop that Swerve is getting, my prediction, Swerve, new AEW world champion. Yes, I do believe that eventually down the line, that is what we're going to see. But man, oh man, I will tell you 100% that Samoa Joe should and could hold on to that title a little bit past Revolution. He doesn't necessarily have to be a transitional champion. I'm now okay and have accepted the fact that he is the AEW world champion. Excuse me. Robin says, screw the middle-aged bucks. The EVP trigger. I like that. Todd says, what was the deal with the Young Bucks tonight? Man, they're working. They're working good. I love it. David says Swerve should win the title at Double or Nothing. I agree, David. I do think he should win the title at Double or Nothing because he definitely needs to win it this year because of his hype. But I do think that there's still a lot that you can do with the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is so much that can be told with him. I don't know. I don't think you necessarily have to pull the trigger right away. Do we want to see it? Yes. But do I think that they need to right away? No. I think you can tell a really good story with him and Samoa Joe. The blood on the white suits was a nice touch. Yeah. No, at the very end of the show, that was a beautiful touch. I thought it was awesome. Darby Allin, absolutely amazing. Sting, absolutely amazing. Guys, the show itself was actually really good. The women, Deonna Purrazzo and Toni Storm, you know, the way that those two were working together and how they got into the ring and they stood off one-on-one, that felt very big money to me. That felt like big business. Big business. They standing on it. You know what I'm saying? It was great, man. I loved it for what it was. I really did think that it was a awesome show all the way around. So, obviously Toni Storm went up against Red Velvet, and commentary actually did like this really cool thing where they mentioned that if Red Velvet, wins, she gets a shot for whoever wins that Revolution for the title. So she would be the first person in line, which I thought was like a really cool play. I'm like, okay, thank you. You're explaining to me exactly what's going on. And in AEW, that has been one of the toughest things for them to do is explain exactly what is going on. And guys, I did skip over Samoa Joe. He was in the back after the Hangman Page and Swerve match, and he was pissed off. And a pissed off Joe is the best kind of Joe. I'm just here to tell you. John said one of Singh's sons played football at the University of Kentucky. Steve Borden, Billy, are his sons training to be wrestlers? Do you have any insight on that, John? No, I do not. But I did know that one of his sons actually did play at the University of Kentucky. When do rankings update? I think they update once a week. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe they are once a week. If I'm being honest, I do believe that they update then. Now I will say that's the one downfall that I have with this is the rankings aren't really told like the way that they should be, and it's more to just continue on storyline, and that I'm not a big fan of. I don't like that that's actually a thing. I really don't. It's just I see why they do it, but also in that same breath, I'm like, why'd you even bring him back if you were just gonna do it the same way that messed it up the first time? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a really weird scenario. Robin went to 10 bomb, bro. Thank you. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Robin again, man. Robin. All right. Let me pop this up on the screen. Robin says, I don't know if I'm ready for Sting's retirement, man. Last time I saw Sting live was at WrestleMania 31 at Levi's Stadium, where my friend took me with him. Great memories. I was like 14 or 15 years old. Yeah, that WrestleMania was actually a very good WrestleMania. If you guys don't know, WrestleMania 31 was actually where Seth Rollins would cash in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. And it was absolutely such a very good WrestleMania. And that match that Sting had with Triple H, we all wanted The Undertaker. I think that's fair to say. We all wanted it to be with The Undertaker. But man, that match that he had with Triple H was really special. The NWO being involved, DX being involved, and just kind of closing that door on what WCW and WWE's rivalry really was. I don't think that you actually got the shot that you wanted because you really wanted Sting and Undertaker. That was something that we all longed for. Never got. That's just always going to be one of those mythical legends. Like, what if, that'll always be that. But that match at WrestleMania 31 was absolutely outstanding. The crowd at the end of that match was outstanding. Them all standing in the ring. I think I'm not sure if they hugged it out or if they did the too sweet thing. I can't remember. But I do know that, man, I'm not ready for Sting's retirement either, especially after tonight in his wrestling match, dude, because he looked really good. But I think we all can agree that it may be time for Sting to go off and do his own thing, live a healthy life, let him go continue on. You've seen his sons today. Let him go cheer them on. You know, that guy, Sting's outstanding and always will be. He was guys, I've talked about my stepdad and Ango streams. So if you guys don't know, my stepdad was actually a huge Sting fan. So I definitely know a lot about Sting. So yeah, no, Robin, that was absolutely outstanding. And Robin, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate your super chat, man. And I think I'm going to go with what Jacob said real fast. And guys, hold up. All right, we're going to utilize this whiteboard. I'm not going to say because the colors suck, but hold on. Hold on. Stay with me here. Stay with me. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're down bad, guys. We're down bad. My Crocs got stuck. Hold up. All right. All right, we're going to go blue here. Robin. All right, let's go. Boom, boom. I probably should make it bigger, but you guys probably won't even be able to see it. My handwriting sucks, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. My handwriting is absolute trash. Robin, I should have wrote it backwards. Jeez, man. All right, but Robin's name is on the board right back here. Robin, thank you so much, my brother. You know I always appreciate you, man. You're absolutely outstanding. I need to make it bigger. I need to make it bigger. That's the thing. I have to. It looks decent. Jacob, yeah, I'm feeling iffy about it. All right. Ashton, AEW needs to get its hype back, and who knows, this could be the start of something new and special. And I hope that I'm correct about this because I'm going to need a new program to watch in case. Yes, absolutely. Ashton, I agree. In the sense, maybe not so much that because listen, guys, WWE is going to be fine. I get it. There's a lot of stuff going on, but at the end of the day, they really are. They're going to be perfectly fine. Nothing. They're okay. I'm here to tell you guys, they are perfectly okay. John says Steve Borden used to lead the crowd at Commonwealth Stadium, now Kroger Field, in the Ric Flair woo chants before a home football game. It was hilarious. I can imagine that was probably awesome too. David says, Billy, I don't believe Sting is retiring. I believe he will have one more match against Darby Allin at Double or Nothing. Obviously, that's something that we would all love to see. Again, I just do think it's time for Sting to, as I said earlier, I think it's time for him to go on and do what he needs to do. He's okay, man. He doesn't need to put over anybody. He's already made Darby a star. I don't think that you need to put him in a match with him. This is just me being humble. I get it. Like, you want him to do the job for him and put Darby over. I completely understand, but I genuinely don't know if that is the case or something that really does need to happen. Jacob says it looks decent. Jacob, I don't know. That handwriting. Hold on. We're going to make it bigger. Boom, boom, boom. All right. You kind of get the gist. Again, I didn't write it backwards, but. Oh, come on. Come on. Boom. There we go. I don't know why that was such a struggle. All right. Here we go. Robin says, yay. Robin, it's bigger now. You can see it. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much. Remember WrestleMania 31? Well, I've seen them all, Billy. That's from Todd. Todd said he's seen them all. So have I. I've actually tried my best. I'm not going to sit here and say I watched every single WrestleMania. That's a lie, but I've seen clips of every single one. Jacob says, I don't think I could watch Sting in a solo match. I mean, that's the point of Darby in the tag team. Jacob, you're absolutely right. That is the whole point. Just in the Universe says, I have the same chair. LOL. Are you serious? Does somebody else have this chair? I'm here to be straight up with you guys. I got this off Facebook Marketplace for like $15. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. I'm here to be upfront and honest. This chair came from Facebook Marketplace for $15, and I was so excited when I seen it because my other chair had broke at the time, and I had one of those little cheap office chairs. So this was a big upgrade for me. Jake, the aerial assassin, says I would have to put Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland as the main event. I agree. I 100% agree. Richard said, I'm sorry, your handwriting, it does suck a little bit, LOL. If you actually read that is the whole one, you got to hurt this. I'm sorry, your handwriting, it does suck a little bit, LOL. See, I told you it does suck. I know. I'm here to understand and be like, all right, it is what it is. If it sucks, it sucks. I don't care. I don't. Jacob says, at Jake, yeah, but after that EVP attack, it would have felt weird. Absolutely. Absolutely. Justin in the universe says, me too. So I'm taking you're talking to me. And I'm taking you're talking about you got this off Facebook Marketplace because that's exactly where this came from. Juan says, I've seen every WrestleMania as well from start to finish. That's awesome, Juan. That's awesome. Jake the aerial assassin says that's fair. Justin in the universe says originally it was on IKEA. So this is an IKEA chair. See, I learn something new every day, people. I'm here to tell you. Learn something new every single day. David says, just saw on Ringside News that Mercedes Moné has been on AEW payroll since January, confirming that the Rumble rumors were rumor. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't shock me. I'm here to be honest with you guys. If that is a fact, I'm not going to sit here and say this is 100% factual, but I'm here to tell you guys that sounds right. That does. Guys, there was some other cool stuff that happened on AEW tonight, and really it was the main event. The main event was absolutely shocking. It was all around great. It was a whole lot of fun, man. I really thought that the main event did everything for me that it needed to do. Not only did it give us what we wanted, and that was for Sting to hold that last championship before he goes on and does what he does. He will obviously eventually give the job to the Young Bucks, and they will take over as the champions at Revolution. That's my thought process. Or he could possibly retire a winner. It really doesn't matter. And then they'll hold like a tag team tournament and hopefully put themselves back into a good spot for tag team wrestling. You never know. I don't think many people will actually be upset if they choose to have Sting retire with the tag team titles. I don't. That's just my personal thought. Again, this is all personal base. Guys, we've had like a bunch of people just hop in and out of here. And at one point, I think I saw like 32 or 33 people. I can't remember, but I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my live stream. Like, I know you guys have probably so many other things that you guys could possibly be doing on your Wednesday night. And for you guys to tune in and watch me means the absolute world. I don't know how to thank you guys enough. I really don't. John says, I hope Sting and Darby win at AEW Revolution because I want Sting to go out a winner. I'm having an awful feeling that the EVPs will win because of nepotism. Maybe. And, if that's the case, it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, I don't mind if the Young Bucks win. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, that's just Sting doing what the wrestling business is made for, and that's to put people over at the end of the day. Jacob says, have they announced like a match stipulation for Sting's last match? No, I don't think they have yet, but I can imagine they will. I know tonight was the tornado tag, so it's going to be interesting to see. Jacob also says the Lucha rivalry with the BCC feels good, but the talent they chose to follow up BCC feels odd. Yeah, I was going to try and announce all their names, and honestly, guys, I'm just going to keep it up front with you. It's the CMML guys. That's who it is. That's who they're beefing with right now. Very good stuff. I love it, but I'm not going to sit here and try and announce all their names. I'm not because I will mess it up. I'm here to be real with y'all. I'm being up front. David Decker says, Billy, Roman Reigns confirmed his Super Bowl pick, and it was the 49ers. I'm going to throw up. No wonder I don't like them. I ain't rooting for either of them. And I'm really not rooting for the 49ers. Took my Lions out. What a joke. What a joke. I don't need that. Richard says, I don't think Sting is going to retire. I think he's going to get revenge. Maybe. Richard, there's always that chance, too. I do understand that there is always a chance. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just in the universe says you're rocking it, Billy. Always love your coverage and takes. Just in the universe, man. Thank you so much. Again, guys, I know that we might not all agree, but at the end of the day, we're here to have a good time. That's all this is. I want to have a good time with you guys and hang out. You guys absolutely make me very, very happy. Very, very happy. Robin says the 49ers. Robin, you are from San Francisco, right? I'm taking that because you were at Levi Stadium. That's just my guess. It's a long shot, but I'm just guessing here. Todd says, I would like to see Sting retire a champion. I would too. I would. I would love to see him retire a champion. David says, if the Young Bucks win the tag titles, talk about abuse of power. Who would do that? And wait, somebody did. LOL. And his name is The Rock. Yeah. John says, I think the CMLL guys are great, but AEW didn't do a good job of giving any background on these guys. That's my only criticism. Yeah, like a perfect way to bring like a new company in is kind of what TNA did at Hard to Kill with Lucha Underground. Excuse me, how they brought him out and really explained that to him. Robin says, I live closely, yes, and then he said it's like a 2-hour drive, but yeah, okay, so yeah, you're close. That's why you're rooting for him. I don't know how, Robin. I mean, I do because it's like a hometown thing. Like, I get it, but man, that one hurts just a tad bit, just a tad. Jacob says, if they don't drop the titles when Sting retires, what happens to the belts? LOL. Classic to announce new belts. We haven't got new belts this week. All right, guys. I see what everybody's doing here. We're shooting on AEW. I get it, right? But no, I think what they could do is they could eventually have a tag team tournament for the belts. And if for obviously that's if Sting does retain the titles, yeah, they could simply just do a tournament and really showcase tag team wrestling in AEW. That's something that has been missing for a while now. That's just me being honest. Robin says, agreed, John. So he was talking about the CMLL guys didn't do a great job at showing them off. Really didn't. Jacob says, Tony should hire Scott D'Amore for booking. Jacob, I agree. I am still shocked about the Scott D'Amore news that we did not talk about today. But we can talk about it for a moment. Yeah, guys, Scott D'Amore was fired from TNA. Very hurt about it. Don't know how to feel about it. Still kind of taking it in. Don't necessarily know what to say under that fact. Just know that guy breeds TNA. He eats, sleeps, breathes it, does it all. He is a full-blown TNA guy forever and always. And as you guys seen, there was obviously no bad words said about Scott D'Amore, which is right. I don't think that, again, as you guys know, if you guys watch Ango streams, you guys would know that I am very new to TNA wrestling, but I'm not so new, right? I've known Scott D'Amore. I've known who he was. I've known what he's done, all of these things, right? I know he's always had like a key little position in TNA. So seeing that guy who's been there since 2003 lose his job for whatever reason sucks. It really does. And then considering the fact that his wife is actually in the company as well has to be kind of heartbreaking. So man, that really sucks. It really does. Robin says yes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I feel very bad for Scott. That's what Robin says. So do I, man. I'm hurting for him. John says, oh yeah, I'm more than pissed about Scott D'Amore getting fired. What the fuck? This guy did so much for TNA. He brought them back from the ashes. Yeah. So Omer over at Real Take Wrestling, he actually tweeted out something. He said that TNA, he said that what they did was the most TNA thing that they could have possibly done. And I laughed at it because I couldn't agree more. That was the most TNA thing that could have been done. It was done. Jacob says, right, made the revival an actual revival. Hard to Kill was fire. Absolutely. It was. And dude, his passion, you felt his passion and you felt it all through that show. And if you guys watched what Josh Alexander posted on Twitter, it was a video of Josh in the ring and then Will Ospreay on the opposite side and then Scott D'Amore in the middle talking about how he had just witnessed the best wrestling match of his life. All of these things. It was outstanding, man. I loved it. And I'm so sad to see Scott D'Amore go. Robin says, and I would love for AEW to hire Scott for AEW's creative team. Absolutely, Robin, man. I really think that him, being on that team would be outstanding. Jacob says Scott would be an absolute pillar for AEW. Hell yeah, brother. He would. He would be outstanding in AEW. Jake the Aerial Assassin said, I'm hyped for the WrestleMania press event tomorrow night. The swerve is going to be done really well. We're going to talk about that momentarily, Jake. Stay tuned, brother, because we're going to talk about it a little bit. Because I won't be able to go live for it tomorrow night, guys. I will try my best. Maybe it'll be later in the night. It'll probably be around, 10:30 that I'll go live, but there's a chance that I'll do it. Juan says, I'm going for the 49ers because I can't stand Travis Kelce. Plus, I've never been a Chiefs fan. That's fair. That's fair. It is. It is. I'm a big George Kittle fan. I like George Kittle. And I'm not going to lie. Although I believe the Lions have the better back. I'm just saying Jahmyr Gibbs is better than Christian McCaffrey. I said what I said. I'm not saying he's better, but I'm saying like he's going to be. That's it. I said what I said. Juan said, but I won't lie, it broke my heart to see the Lions lose. Brother, you should have been here in Michigan. I watched the whole state get energy sucked completely out of them. Especially, I'm on Facebook and I scroll on Facebook every so often, and man, oh man, I'm still seeing posts that we were up 17 at the half. It was, oh man, just it hurts. It hurts to talk about. Let's rename them TNS, Total Nonstop Stupidity. Absolutely. It seems like TNA cannot seem to stop and don't know when to figure out enough is enough. They had it. It was right at their fingertips, and not to say that this will be bad. Obviously we don't know about this new guy and the president and stuff. We don't know about any of that yet. We're just going to have to wait and see. David said, Billy, do you see Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler because of cash charges? I don't know what's going on with that. That's obviously so tough. But I mean, I know that Cash has these really bad charges against him right now. I don't want to talk too much in depth about him because obviously I'm not like an attorney or anything like that. But I will say that I do think we will see them off TV for a little while. Jacob Andrews says, at John, agreed, talking about Total Nonstop Stupidity. David also said, Billy, in the long game, Gibbs will be better than McCaffrey. I genuinely think that. I know it's a long shot, but I think that. Todd says, firing Scott D'Amore was the worst mistake TNA could have made. Absolutely. Looking at it right now and where we stand, 100% agree. 100% agree that right now, where we stand, it is just, it's a shit show. I'm just being honest. David says, do you see FTR getting released because of the charges? No, I don't. I don't see him getting released. I don't think many people are necessarily holding them. I don't necessarily see them going like AEW. It hasn't been announced huge yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't become like this really big thing. Now, under the circumstance that maybe it does become big, there's a chance, but you never, ever know. You really don't. Now, guys, I really want to say thank you. Like talking to you guys is awesome. You guys are so much fun. I'll put it back up. If you guys want, feel free to drop a super chat if you would like. Robin right now is on the board. Robin's on the board. Robin on the board feels right. I'm just being honest. Also, guys, feel free to subscribe for more content because we will be posting. I'm posting every day. So you guys can tune in for every single day videos, updates, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't necessarily call my videos updates because they're not necessarily that. They're more opinion based. So if you guys, come here for a good, solid opinion, I try my best to offer my opinion on things that I know. And I feel like I just maybe know a little bit of what I'm talking about in this sense. But yeah, hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. Back to it. Robin says, are we excited for that WrestleMania press conference tomorrow? I will be at work though, so I'll have to wait till like 7 or 8 p.m. So Robin, that would be like 11 p.m. my time. That's probably so I'll probably go live for the press conference, if I'm being honest, because it obviously will be something big to talk about. Let's just be real here about it. It will be very, very big. So yeah, I'm very excited, Robin. Jacob says, imagine if Cash gets dropped and we have Dax and Mark Briscoe as a tag team. Talk about a turn of events. Wow. Jacob, I haven't even thought about that. But man, oh man, that would be insane, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely insane. Robin says, hoping we get Cody and Roman at Mania. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I stand on it. I stand by it. Cody and Roman, that is the match. That is the match to make. I don't see it happening any other way, if I'm being honest. S4G Kuda says, "What if Scott comes back and has a feud with the new president, Anthony Sassone? Is it Sassone or Cacone? I can't. I'm not 100% sure. I that was my problem with saying the name is I didn't want to botch it. I might have botched it. And they each pick five guys versus five. Whatever team wins, their captain stays as president. That feels very John Laurinaitis. Was it Teddy Long in 2012? Just being honest. That's what that feels like. S4G Kuda. Thanks for leaving a comment too, man. Appreciate you being here. John says, from what I understand, Scott D'Amore had a good relationship with Triple H. This could affect TNA WWE working relationship. Maybe Hunter will give Scott a job. Fingers crossed. Yes, we do want to see Scott land back on his feet very comfortably. That's what I'm hoping for. And I do believe he does. That man is too talented of a mind to not land on his feet. David says, if Cash goes, so will Dax, because I just can't see the two being apart. It just all depends on contract stuff, guys. At the end of the day, all of this is a business. It all depends on contracts. Juan says, I thought thoughts on Brock Lesnar getting removed from WWE 2K24. Yeah, my thoughts on that are good. Good. If anybody had any part in any of that, absolutely remove him. I don't care who's been a part of it. I don't care if they had if they were, it doesn't matter to me. If you knew, if anything along those lines, get rid of them. You have to do what you have to do. That's it. I know that it might hurt some people because maybe Brock Lesnar, for instance, is somebody's favorite wrestler of all time. Sadly, he got himself put in a very, 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 very bad place. Very bad place. Robin says, I live in the PST time zone, so that's Pacific. So yeah, absolutely, Robin. You would be so if you were 11, or if you were 8, that would be 11 my time, because we're 3 hours apart. I've been to that coast. I've been there. I've been to LA. Robin says, hoping they explain everything. Robin, man, when I'm telling you, I need them to explain everything, because I can't take the pain any longer, because now it's starting to hurt. Now the guessing is starting to hurt. I'm being honest. And I've seen some people on the internet talking about how Cody could possibly be, in a triple threat match, or he could be in a triple threat match with Drew and Seth. There's just so many things going on, and I just need them to announce it. That way we all can have a despicable answer, and we all know what is going to be going on at WrestleMania 40. Just need it to happen. Or at least give me a good build to the Elimination Chamber. That way I could at least have something to hope for other than WrestleMania right now. David says, Jacob, I just can't see Dax staying with AEW if Cash gets released, because those two are great. Absolutely. They both are great, David. But again, like I said, contract things. Justin the Universe says, my guess is Roman Rock at 41, either in Las Vegas or the UK. I would love to see a WrestleMania in the UK. And John Cena is the one who really sold it to me. At Money in the Bank, what was it, last year? Yeah, definitely sold that to me. Jacob Andrews, him and David are talking right now. Jacob says, but it would be fire. I'm just saying, talking about Cash, and Dax, if they were to eventually maybe flip over or something like that. You never know. Pooh S4G Kuda says, live after TNA tomorrow night. Guys, I work my regular job tomorrow night, and I work till, I want to say, probably around 10 p.m. So I'm not going to sit here, confirm it, and say yes or no, but there is a chance I would love to go live tomorrow after TNA, and hopefully I can for you guys. Juan says, I agree with you, Billy. My man. Robin says, I've lost some brain cells ever since Friday, brother. Me too, man. Me too. It's starting to hurt. Robin says, confused as fuck with what happened after the Cody and Roman segment. Yeah. I mean, it just, like you said, bro, brain cells. I don't know where they've gone or what they're doing, but they're not all the way here. They're really not. Just in the Universe says, we should do a Mania get together one of these coming years. Absolutely. We can get Ango on board. Maybe we can all meet up, especially, if maybe I'll talk to Ango and see if we can get out to a Mania one of these years, and we can all meet up at Mania or something like that. That would be awesome. Would love to meet all you guys. That shit would be cool. Robin plays games. UK deserves a WrestleMania, man. Absolutely. They really, really do. Australia getting the Elimination Chamber made me very happy because they deserve a very big pay-per-view themselves. So them getting that made me very, very happy. S4G Kuda, what do you think about the return of TNA so far? My favorite promotion. S4G, I can tell. That's fair. That's fair. I love TNA. I love TNA. If you want me to be honest with you, it's up there. WWE right now is my favorite promotion. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'll be upfront and honest. But TNA would necessarily, in my eyes, fall kind of right under it. Just I love the continuity in TNA. I know people are gonna be like, oh, well, what about AEW? What about AEW? AEW's up there, man. Don't get it twisted. They still have that, idea of like, oh man, they could bring me back very simply. But right now, TNA, just what they were doing, it was absolutely outstanding. Now, obviously, with Scott being gone, this can all change. But again, just very happy with what they did with Hard to Kill, bringing in Nick Nemeth, all that. It was awesome. It was awesome. John says, by the way, Toby Keith, RIP, has done things in both WWE and TNA. Do you feel like he will get inducted into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame this year? I absolutely hope so. I absolutely hope so. Rest in peace, Toby Keith, a country music legend. That man was outstanding. So, yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do. Jacob Andrews says, I guarantee if they did, they would outsell AEW. Just saying. Cedric said, I was supposed to go to Detroit for SummerSlam, but my girlfriend wanted to go to Las Vegas. Cedric, as somebody from Detroit, I don't blame her. I do not blame her. Las Vegas is beautiful. It's cold here. It's not fun. It is nice though. Don't let me shit on my city. Don't let me do that. It's beautiful here. It's a lot of fun. And we definitely know how to have a good time, right? We do those things. But obviously, Las Vegas is Las Vegas, and it's everything that you see in the movies and all that shit. But Detroit, I love Detroit. I'm a big, as you guys know, I'm a huge Lions fan. Also a very, very big Pistons fan. I grew up watching the Pistons, seeing them win the championship in 2004. Tigers fan, the whole nine. David says, also, if you look at the picture for the press conference pic, it shows Cody's eyes kind of looking at Rock. Maybe a hint. Maybe. You never know, David. Never know. You really have to pay attention with WWE these days, don't you, huh? So much so that we have to think about that. S4G, Kuda says, Ali posted the Super X Cup yesterday on Instagram. Let me see Ali in a Super X Cup. I'm just saying, that shit would be crazy. Bro, I hope they bring the Super X Cup. Oh, my God. I need it. So, John, he added Cedric. He said the girlfriends always win. LOL. Don't they always, man? They always seem to. I don't know why. I don't know what for, but they always win. Always do. They're just always right. You can never tell them they're wrong. Maybe you guys heard it. Maybe you guys didn't, but I did. S4G says he quoted Bring X back. Yeah, I agree. Bring the Super X Cup back. Guys, we'll probably be on here another 12 minutes. We'll go the whole hour. This has been so much fun. Again, guys, if you guys would like, feel free to drop a super chat. It all goes back into the channel. I'm just going to be upfront and honest. That's what it is. I can't thank you guys enough for even being here and wanting to support me and wanting to hang out and do all those things. It really does mean the world to me. But we're going to kick it. We're going to talk a little bit more. Billy, congrats. Go out to CM Punk's dog. Larry got his own action figure. Absolutely. Yeah, he did. Larry got his own action figure. S4G says, does Ali beat Saban No Surrender on the 23rd? So I do think so. I do think that Ali will eventually, he will beat Saban for the title, just off the mere reason that they're going to take the X division and they're going to travel with it. That's my thought. Robin says, make it 2 hours. Yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. If everybody sticks around, talks, I have no problem doing it. I don't. Just Stay in the Universe says, where did you see the Okada WWE news? So I haven't seen any necessarily WWE Okada news since the whole allegation thing and stuff like that. Other than that, obviously, there's been some teases on NXT TV that they've kind of talked about everything that's going on. But again, all that stuff's all up in the air. My personal thought is that Okada will show up in AEW and he will be at AEW Big Business and they will give us both that night. Just because that's what Tony Khan does. He's very good at making two big things happen in one night. Obviously, he did it with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole. David says CM Punk may be heading to the commentary booth while rehabbing. Yeah, I did see that. CM Punk most likely will be heading back to the commentary booth. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you haven't listened to CM Punk on commentary, yeah, the dude's amazing. Yeah, there shouldn't be a single problem with CM Punk going back on commentary. I love that idea. Especially that way, people don't lose his face or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can, they have him, and you're not losing CM Punk on your TV. Jacob says, Tony Khan gets us cool toys, but he needs to learn how to make better announcements. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man. We're going to show this up on the screen real fast. Robin has gifted 5 memberships. He has. Robin, you are just a dog of all dogs. Robin, you are a dog. Somebody go grab this man. He is a beast. The man, the myth, the legend. Robin plays games. Robin, you are the GOAT. You are the man. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, brother. You know how I feel about this. You do. You do. And Robin does it because it touches me in my heart. That's why Robin does it. This man, he knows. He knows. Robin, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for gifting the 5 memberships. You are outstanding, brother. Outstanding. David says, go back and watch Raw 2010. Yeah, if you guys go back and watch, that's about CM Punk. Oh, no. Is the stream buffering? Oh, no. Hold on. Is the stream buffering, guys? If the stream is buffering. Oh, okay. We're back. Robin, we're back. All right, cool. Had to make sure. S4G says, is Nick Nemeth next TNA champ? If so, who will he have a good feud with after he is doing good stuff with Macklin right now? I don't know who his next one will be with, but I definitely know that Macklin and him right now are just outstanding. I love it. Macklin he reminds me a lot of Stone Cold. Ango actually brought that up to me one time, and yes, he definitely does. He reminds me a lot of Stone Cold. Jacob says, not for me. Okay. So Robin, that was just on your end. David says, you're good, Billy. Cool. Robin says, after I did the gifted membership, the stream froze for me. Well, Robin, I will repeat it. You are the dog. You are the GOAT. You are the man, the myth, the legend. And I appreciate you, man. And you do it because it touches my heart and it makes me happy. So thank you, Robin, bro. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, man. Todd says, Billy, you were talking about how long people had been watching wrestling. I was watching back when Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler were still full-time wrestlers. Man, Todd, whoa. Jacob says, Stone Cold Steve Macklin. Hell yeah, brother. Can I get a hell yeah? Robin says, you deserve it, man. You're doing a great job, Robin, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And brother, you can reach out to me anytime if you just want to kick it and talk, man. That's honest. This is for all you guys. Everybody can reach out to me. David says, Billy, former NBA center Scar Pollard needs a heart transplant. No, I did not know that. Wow. Guys, I'm a big NBA fan. I'll be honest with you guys. Huge NBA fan. S4G says, I went to Orlando tapings. Nick Nemeth got 2 bosses on his side to go against Macklin and the Rascals. Good. I love what TNA is doing. I do. I can't stress it enough. TNA is stellar. Jacob Andrews says, hell yeah. Jacob, hell yeah, brother. Guys, I do want to, regardless, no matter what, I am going to try and go live for everything that is going on. It's a lot of work, but I'm here to tell you guys that I am going to try and make live streaming really a part of my channel and something that I will continuously do no matter what, whether that be on the Ango show or by myself. Um, at the end of the day, like, this is something that I want to continue doing. And I find it so fun because I'm able to talk to you guys one on one, and like that shit to me is awesome. It's one thing to post a video on YouTube and see the comments and the likes and stuff like that. Like, of course, those things are all great, but there's really something about seeing who are the supporters of you and the people who really have your back at the end of the day. Like, all the people that have been in here and stopped by and hung out and all of these things, like those are the people that have your back. So at the end of the day, I'm so thankful for you guys. So thankful. Uh, David says, anyone ready for March Madness? I am. My birthday's in March. Robin says, I followed you on Twitter today after finally finding it in your bio. LOL. Yes. Guys, I will also drop my Twitter handle real fast. Hold on one second. If you guys want to go follow me, we'll pull it up. We'll pull it up. If you guys can't tell, I do a really shitty job at promoting myself because I try not to just shove it down everybody's throats. Like I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But if you guys are asking for it, I will gladly post it because obviously the support is outstanding and can't be appreciated enough. So here we go. There's my Twitter for you guys. If you guys would like, feel free to go follow. Juan says, I'm ready for March Madness. Hell yeah, Juan. Me too. Ashton says, these streams do make me excited because after a difficult day, streams like this just make the days feel more special and new. You are a real one, Billy. Ashton, thank you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That shit made me happy. That shit made me really happy. S4G, did Jey Uso face Gunther at Mania or Jimmy? It's all up in the air. I think, I don't know. I don't know. That's a really big question. S4G, that's a really big question. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not. I want to say it's Jimmy, but again, you never know. Todd says, yes, David. So obviously responding to the March Madness stuff. S4G also says, I think it's too late for him and Jimmy to do it at Mania. I think they fight at SummerSlam. That's fine with me if they fight at SummerSlam a year after everything happened. Jake the Aerial Assassin said, I also followed you on Twitter, Billy. Jake, appreciate you, brother. Robin says, I am loving TNA as well, man. Like how everybody has star power. Nobody feels like a jobber or anything like that. That's the whole thing, is that they all feel great. They all feel outstanding. I love it so much. Juan says, does anyone like women's college basketball? Caitlin Clark. She's a baller. She's a stud. That lady is just no good enough words can be said about Caitlin Clark over at Iowa. She plays NCAA ball at Iowa. She's outstanding. David said, I saw a funny video of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, but it was Mickey and Goofy's voice. I actually seen that video too. Jake the Aerial Assassin says, Braun Breaker versus Gunther for the IC title at WrestleMania 40. I think that might be a little too soon, but you never know, right? Like those are just things that you never know. Jake, I really like that. I really do. And I want to see that. Me personally, I want to see that. Jacob, I want to say that's a trophy. I do want to say that's a trophy. I could be wrong. Guys, once I learn how to make like the emojis and stuff for all the members of the channel, I'm gonna incorporate that. So if anybody in this chat knows how, let me know. I would love to bring you guys along on this journey with me. Jacob says, I'm just excited for Rhea to retain at Mania and cement a year of her championship run. Absolutely. And I do think that Rhea will, in fact, win at WrestleMania, if I'm being honest. David says, Seth versus Drew at Mania, calling in now. Yep. I agree. That's what I want to see. That's what I want. That is 100% what I want. Juan says, I got to check her out, but my favorite two teams this year is UConn and Notre Dame. I can't be a Notre Dame fan, but I like UConn. I'm a Michigan fan at the end of the day. David Decker says, John, excuse me, said to David Decker, I'm from Kentucky, where the entire world revolves around basketball. During a UK game, talking about University of Kentucky, life itself is on hold. LOL. I'm definitely ready for March Madness. That's awesome, because Kentucky, I've drove through Kentucky numerous of times. I used to spend a lot of time in Alabama, and Kentucky is Louisville in particular is one of my favorite places of all time, if I'm being upfront and honest with you guys. I went on tour for my music many years ago. Got to play in Louisville. Loved it there. Awesome. David Decker says Syracuse women's basketball, the surprise team this year. Yeah, no. Ohio State really shocked. They shocked Iowa. Excuse me. They did. They shocked them really good. Jacob says, you know who I want The Rock to face at Mania? Logan Paul. You know they have beef. Yes, Jacob, I do know that those two have beef. Oh no. Cedric. Cedric. Ced. Oh no. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. Guys, at the end of the day, you can like who you like, but man, Ced, that one hurts just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one hurts. Oh. Still got all the love for you, though, Ced. It does not matter. It does not. It does not. That's just one thing we will have to disagree on. Ashton says, I'm actually surprised by TNA. They have really been making themselves known throughout the wrestling world, and I am very happy about that. Their content is unique. Hell yeah, it is. Very unique. Very unique. Different stuff. David says, Syracuse men got a big win tonight over Louisville. Oh, I didn't see that. Said LMFAO. I try to be funny. I don't know if I'm that funny, but I try to be funny. Jake says, what's up, Billy? I was just wondering if I can be a moderator in the Discord server. I'm really good at helping build Discord servers. Jake, feel free to message me, man. Feel free to shoot me a message in Discord. After the stream, I'll get to it. Jacob says, I like the highlight of the chats. That's right. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Here, we'll highlight this one. Boom. All I really want at the end of the day is to hang out with you guys. You guys are so cool. This shit is so fun to me. David says, I am a Syracuse fan. That's fair. Syracuse is a really good team. They had a really good football team, too, as well. Jacob says, you're the only YouTube stream other than post PLE event stuff. Yeah, man. I try to come on here and, just hang out. We don't always have to go for the major shows. I don't think we need to do that. We can do the small stuff too. At the end of the day, we're just here willing to talk about this stuff. And as long as we all have this in common, we'll all be good and we'll all have something to do. How's that sound? Todd says, from Kentucky here to I bleed blue. All right. John says Louisville sucks. It's all about Big Blue Nation, my friends. Okay. All right. That's my bad. That's like me and Ced right here. We're beefing about Ohio State and Michigan. I get it. I do. I really feel you. Ced. Oh man. Oh, here they go. Oh my goodness. Jacob said, hell yeah, Billy. Said Lola Vice. Oh my God. What do we got going on here? These guys. Jake says, I got you, Billy. Thanks for the opportunity. Jake, man, thank you. Thank you for even wanting to spend your time with me, man. That means the world. Robin says, it's all good. The steel chair to the back. Oh, Robin. Robin then said, LOL, I don't know. Ashton said, me is an Ohio State fan, but not basketball. I don't know. David says, you're cool, Billy. You and Ango are really fun to watch. I appreciate you guys. And I know Ango does too. Juan says, what are your thoughts on WrestleMania 9? Chat, go ahead. Give them your thoughts on WrestleMania 9. That's an old school WrestleMania. Was that the one at Caesar's Palace? That was the one at Caesar's Palace. It was It was Bret Hart and what was the main event? I forget off the top of my head. I can't remember, but Hulk Hogan like came out, won the belt from Bret, or yeah, or no, it was from God. Why can't I think of his name? He was part of the Samoan bloodline. I feel like a piece of shit now. Robin says, "Man, I got too many." LOL. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. John says he laughed, added me, and said it's all good. Juan says Jakar. All right. All right, yo. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down, folks. I'm picking up what you guys Yokozuna. Thank you, Juan. It was Yokozuna. I couldn't remember. I was like, why do I horrible piece of shit. Thank you guys. It was Yoko. I don't know why I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. Robin says he's going after The Rock. What the hell, Robin? You're going after The Rock? All right. All right. Tell him we want Cody when you see him. David said, saw a pic that showed that Brock and Cena put over Star and The Rock doesn't. David, I guess I'm having trouble depicting what what you're trying to say there. That's my fault. But yeah, guys, this is awesome. This is awesome. You know, I'll hang out a little bit longer. I'm not going to stay on for the longest time, but I will sit here, hang out, just because you guys are awesome. And I really do appreciate your guys' time and you guys wanting to be here. So feel free to drop everything in the chat. Feel free. Feel free. Tonight's been a lot of fun, man. AEW was a great show. If you guys are new here, hopping into the stream, if you guys do not know, AEW did announce big business March 13th, TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. They got some cool stuff going on. That is actually 3 days after my birthday. So hopefully I'm getting Mercedes Monet for my birthday. Jacob says, Billy, you ever think of bringing people from the Discord to come on and talk? That is something that I have been thinking about. That way I can get you guys kind of involved a little bit more other than just the chat. Yep. That is something that I do want to do. John says Memphis Wrestling was mentioned earlier, guys. Check out classic videos on here of Andy Kaufman grooming promos. You will be in tears. Remember his feud with Lawler. It's very old school, John. It's very, very old school. Not many people are going to know about that. But I know what you're talking about. Jacob Andrew says, like a radio show host kind of thing. That's what I'd like to do, man. That is what I'd like to do. I'd have to figure out because I don't have the piece. It's a little, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit pricey. I don't have the piece to call people on, but there might be another way around. And if I can figure it out, I'll figure it out. That way I can get you guys on. Juan says, my favorite match from WrestleMania 9 was Tatanka. Oh, man, I'm not going to be... Tatanka, excuse me. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that. Tatanka, he was the native guy, wasn't he? Versus Shawn Michaels and the Steiner brothers versus Head Shrinkers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, the only thing that I remember from that WrestleMania was the main event. Obviously, because it was the story where Yoke should have kept the belt, but Hulk Hogan came out and he did what Hulk Hogan does. It's a whole thing. Robin says, yep, I sure will. Yeah, Robin. Uh-huh. Yeah, make sure you tell him we want Cody. Don't forget that, okay? All right. All right. Be careful. Be careful. I'm rooting for you, though, Robin. Never forget it. I'm rooting for you. Ashton says, I heard a rumor a couple years ago that Brock and Cena had some beef with each other, but it could be propaganda. Maybe. You never know. I mean, look at it many years later. Cena and Rock had beef. You know, it was off Cena mentioning the promo that was on what's his name? The Rock's forearm. Robin says, I apologize for hitting a steel chair behind your back at Cedric. So he's adding Cedric. This whole Cody Rhodes situation got me all messed up. Can we still be boys? Robin Robin, are you losing the match? Are you begging for forgiveness? That's what sounds like it's happening. Jacob says now y'all gonna go. Oh. All right. David says Billy, people complain about Cody, but between 2015 and 2018, they did this to Roman. Absolutely. They did. They 100% did. Jake Stone says, Billy, how you feel about Scott D'Amore in all WWE? I'm just here to tell you. I would love to see him in WWE. I would love to see him in AEW. I think wherever he lands up, he's going to land very well on his feet. He's going to play a big role. It's just me honestly thinking about Scott D'Amore. Cedric said, Robin plays games. Acknowledge me and maybe I'll think about it. Robin, you must acknowledge the man. David says, Billy, have you ever heard of, is that Conman167? I think he's on TikTok. I see him on TikTok sometimes, if I'm not mistaken. Ashton says, Robin, you're not the only one affected. This Cody Rhodes Rock situation has me. You guys are insane. Yeah, no, the whole situation with Rock and Cody, it's all wild. We're gonna see though. Mike says, I am sticking to my Cody story being one of failure. He is trying to destroy family and break up the bloodline. Mike, that's fair. That's fair. Carlos, who has been in the chat a little bit, not tonight, but he was in yesterday's chat. He actually kind of feels the same way, Mike. He actually does. Jake Stone, will you put him in creative role? Billy Scott D'Amore? Yeah, I would put him absolutely in a creative role. Look at what he's done with TNA. That's one of the most consistent shows that you'll watch on a week-to-week basis, even before it was TNA. They just did a lot of stupid fuckery, if you want me to be honest. Todd says, Jake, I would love to see Scott in WWE. I think we all would. Scott being in WWE would be outstanding because that guy is a creative genius. That is fair to say. Now, guys, I'll go another probably 8 minutes, we'll say. We'll cut out about hour 20 in. I appreciate you guys. Vance Keyshawn says, sup, Billy, did you hear Bully Ray signing to be part of WWE creative role? How you feel about that? Iffy about it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Would love it would be funny, that's for sure. Robin Plays Games says, Cedric, I acknowledge. Air. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Robin flipped him off at the end too. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'm witness. I feel like the instigator in this situation. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of instigating it from the background. Oh shit. Oh shit. Robin acknowledges the air. Mike says he'd make a 2024 Brother Love. LOL. Yeah, he kind of would in a sense. David said, Billy, you should hire Scott D'Amore for you and Billy YouTube channel. I would love to have Scott on the channel. So if Scott is ever seeing my live stream, the random young gentleman in his bedroom in his apartment and wants to hop on the show, I would love to have Scott D'Amore on the show. Scott D'Amore is absolutely outstanding. Jake the Aerial Assassin says Scott D'Amore running creative as part of Triple H's team would be dope. Hell yeah, it would. Hell yeah, it would. Imagine Triple H, Scott D'Amore. That shit would be awesome. It really would. Ashton said, it kind of seems that the hate over the WWE has raised over the limit to now where it's just messed up. I saw a video earlier with the title saying Cody Rhodes fans should burn. That's insane. That is insane. It is pro wrestling, guys. It is pro wrestling at the end of the day. Nobody should be taking it like that. David said, I meant you and Ango show as well. Yeah, I know what you meant. Robin says, nah, that's a pointer finger, not the middle finger. LOL. It is a pointer finger. I seen it up there. Me versus Robin Plays Games, WrestleMania 41, main event, night 2. Once in a lifetime. Said, I agree. Robin acknowledges the air. All right. But at the same time, said, did you have it coming a little bit? That's something we have to ask. Because remember, guys, what Carmelo Hayes said yesterday. The villain is only the villain when the hero's telling the story. Think about it. James says, "Sup, Billy? Do you think some TNA wrestlers is leaving now because of Scott D'Amore?" There's a chance. There's a chance some will leave. Now, whether they give them that option or not, that's to be seen. Ashton Lashley says, "Stuff like that does not belong in the wrestling world. People need to grow up." Like, seriously, absolutely. I stand by it. You don't need that in the wrestling world. Jake the Aerial Assassin says, "Do you think we see some TNA talent going to WWE with the firing of Scott D'Amore?" Maybe. Obviously, we've seen Jordan Grace, who showed up at the Royal Rumble, and would love to see her in WWE. Obviously, you've seen her in a ring, and she looked like a natural out there in WWE. So I could definitely see Jordan Grace possibly going over to the WWE. David Decker says, "Rock fans versus Cody fans. Who will win?" Never know. Robin Plays Games says, "I accept. Cue the WrestleMania 28 once in a lifetime themes." What was that? Voices in the Air? That was with Machine Gun Kelly. Or was that 29? That might have been 29. I'm not sure. I'm not even. Maybe. What did they say? I hear the voices in the air. I think that was it. Excuse my singing, guys. Excuse my singing. I'm a rapper, not a singer. John says, "It's sad that Ava had to delete her ex account over all the needless threats she got." Shaking my head. Absolutely. That shit is garbage. Throw that shit away. So all the people sending the hate out about, just this pro wrestling shit, childish. Stop it. Weirdos. Mike says, "Mello spoke truth to power. Glad to see you join the Mello party." I did, man. After last night, Mello got me on board. I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit last night was absolutely outstanding. I seen a tweet and I actually retweeted it. Let's see if I can pull it up. I got Twitter pulled up right here. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Oh yeah, it was from Sean Ross. It was from Sean Ross Sapp. He tweeted, "I respect that Shawn Michaels unapologetically just books all the same stuff on NXT that worked during his career, and it still works." Absolutely. I love that. Love that shit. It's absolutely awesome. James Mallory said, "Oh shoot, Billy, I had suggestions. What if that Bo Dallas returning for NXT vignettes? Maybe. But I think that obviously there's still a lot going on with, Bo Dallas and his family and stuff like that. So I mean, there's always a chance, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't, bank on it too heavily." Ashton says, "The whole TNA and WWE deal really has me interested. I wasn't expecting it." Yeah, nobody really was. Vance says, "LOL, yes, Billy." Mike says, "It's Gacy." Yeah, Mike, I believe we think it's all like the different masks of Gacy. There's always that chance, right? That's who TNA could be promoting. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they really just, Shawn Michaels has booked everything that's just worked for him over time, if I'm being honest. Just being honest. Guys, we're an hour 18 in. I just want to sit here and I want to thank you guys one last time. If you guys would like, before I go, feel free to drop a, what is the thing? Boom, super chat. Feel free to drop a super chat. I'll answer anything before I go. And I just want to say thank you guys. You guys are absolutely outstanding. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Chances are we will be live tomorrow. There's a big chance. All right. Let's see. Go another minute. Mike says NXT. Ashton says Shawn Michaels, the GOAT. Absolutely. Mike also says Five Faces of Gacy makes sense. Vic Joseph even called him a modern day Mick Foley. Absolutely, Mike. David said no. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, David. To everybody who was in the chat, man, thank you guys so very much. You guys have shown me nothing but love, and thank you for being here. Robin super chatted tonight, so I want to thank Robin. Thank you so much, Robin. You're absolutely outstanding. Said Jake, Ashton, James, Mike, Jake Stone, everybody who's been in the chat hanging out. Juan, excuse me if I forget somebody. John, I appreciate all you guys. You guys have been nothing but amazing here. S4G, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And I will, yes, definitely hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'll be talking to you guys, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night. Whether that be with Ango or not sure yet. Good night, Juan. Good night, chat. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.